Here I am at fabulous Yale Lake. First time out this season for 2025. Just got up here. And there is a wonderful fresh breeze going here right now. Docks are in great shape as usual. There's a short one there. And this one here. Seems like they've cut down the length a little. Maybe they don't have all the sections in right now. But anyway, I'll just launch on the lee side of this one here. The top of Mount St. Helens is visible there on the left center frame. It's still got lots of snow. Yale Lake, it's June 3rd, beautiful day. I've got some intermittent volume here. It trucks through, it's really nice. It just accelerates without slap so far. Mount St. Helens in the distance. Still some snow. It will be melting off for another month and a half probably. The classic Yale Lake flop just happened. I was feeding a minute ago and really light, and now it's shifting. So I'll be trying to reach it pretty quick. Well, at least on a reach now with these guys. Here we go. This east wind shift can be really good out here in summer, even early summer. Oh yeah. We'll see how it goes. It can be very smooth, which is nice, and lots of volume. Just now flopped. Head up a little. Be in a little. There you go. On the rail. I just slid down to the bench because I was over high a little. Reach. So it's sort of the northeast, just about mid of 180. wind out here on Yale today has had a lot of holes in it. It's just been really shifty, and you know, I'm cruising along and then suddenly there's a drop in pressure, a hole, and then a scramble to come back up. So, but it's evening out now from the east, and I'm going to stay and play out here. And that's what I love about Yale, is sometimes it's really like midday, it can't make up its mind, which direction it wants to fill into and stay there. It just doesn't do it. So I've been kind of playing this game all day, cat and mouse with the wind. But it's starting to fill in and be nice, and I love this. I love it about this time. It's about 5 o'clock right now. So I'm going to see what it does. If it steadies out and it's steady and nice with some volume, I'm going to stay. So this was one of those days that I'm still glad I came sailing, but the wind out here was so shifty and squirrely and inconsistent with just holes. I'd be going along almost ready to hike out, and then it would just almost reverse. My wind vane was just going in circles. So I think this lake really steadies out later in summer, but I think right now it's still, I was getting gust pouring in from, right and left on my starboard and my port as I would go up. Then I'd have just overall directional change in the wind, it just really, it's not like this here normally, so something's going on. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, still a good day. I hardly ever go sailing and then say, oh, I wish I'd went and gone, I mean, I really, it's always fun. But anyway, it makes me really appreciate the gorge wind, which is drawn through. I mean, it's either east or, west normally, or southwest. And sometimes we'll get some northwest. But I mean, it is drawn through, and it doesn't really flip-flop once it settles in. Sometimes in the morning, it will have some east wind, and then it'll just die about 10, and then the west wind starts up, and that's it. It goes until dark. But that's part of sailing. You can't control what you get. You sail with what you got. And today was certainly that. This is the view of the expansive launch area at the end of Swift Lake, which is the first lake that I've come to. And I'm going to go on to Yale. I'm going to come back here later in summer when the water's a little warmer. It's a big lake. This is just one end of it. It's a nice swimming area here. The water's still pretty chilly up here. It just being June 3rd. Improve the facilities down here at the Swift launch from what they used to be. The dock here is pretty nice. It's not so sheltered from what is a pretty good fetch coming off this lake. This lake is so big. This is just one, kind of the end arm of it. So I'm going to come back here when the weather's a little warmer. They have some restrictions on the fishing here, but the fishing here is pretty great.